Hello, ladies. Welcome to the August Rush event. I am Ida Regena, empowered nurturer and a women's empowerment coach and educator in the area of core personality. Today, we have with us a very passionate young lady, Miss LaKena Dunham, and she's going to share with us a little bit about herself right now and what she is passionate about. Welcome, LaKena.
Thank you, Ida, and congratulations to you on this wonderful event that you are putting on.
Thank you.
Like she says, hey, everybody, my name is LaKena. I am an international speaker, a best-selling author. I am the founder of Hawalanamo Girls, which is a nonprofit that educates girls in Ghana, West Africa. And what I do right now, love most after being 13 plus years in the education world of elementary school students, I now work with many of their moms. I work with leaders, women who are leaders, and I help them to understand the power that they hold in their hand to really have it all. It is possible to have it all. So thanks for having me.
Wonderful. That's interesting. Most times people tell us you can't have it all. So give us your take on that, please.
Absolutely. Well, there's two things that I am big on. Number one is not letting anyone else define what success is for you. Mm-hmm. Success looks different for each one of us. So your success is your success. And then secondly, I am a big preacher, if you want to say, on you define what your it is. So when I tell you you can have it all, you can, because you define what it is. Your it is not going to look like my it, and your sister's it's not going to look like yours. But you can have the business, the life, be the leader, a parent, if that's what you choose to be. You can have it all because you are the only one who gets to define your it.
Wow, that's really interesting, because basically what I think folks have been telling us is that the it actually is the it that society in general has decided for us, and not our individual it. That's quite interesting. So LaKena, tell me a little bit about what you are passionate about right now.
Right now, I am really passionate about community. I have been in business and have owned a business for at least 8 years. This is my fourth business. Okay. I've always had side hustles. Even when I was working in the school system where I was as a principal, I always had a side hustle that I was working on. So I was born into an entrepreneurial family. We had businesses when I was born into this world. So, but one thing that as I got older, I had always told myself, oh, you know what? I don't need anybody. I got this. I can do it on my own. And the older I got, and I had noticed that all I really was doing was building up this, was protecting myself because I had this S on my chest and I could do it all. And I was imprisoning myself with this idea that I don't need your help. So as I got older and I hit that wall literally and was at the most lowest point in my life, I knew that I had to change the way that I was doing life. And when I say life, that means life as a mom, life as a business owner, just life in general, that I didn't need to have that S on my chest. And even if I thought I still had that S on my chest, I was not going to build and design the life that I love without community and without other people's input and help. So right now I am big on community and understanding that iron sharpens iron, and we need each other to reach our full potential and to have it all. You have to have community and team to get there.
Excellent. That's powerful. I think we as ladies, we are trained by society and even our moms to basically take on everything. Be there for our kids, be there for the parents, your spouse, your husband, partner. We are just trained to actually don that S on our chest and live that S life. So thank you. I know you did a very, very, very powerful community and collaborative event lately. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. It was so much fun. It is called the Stronger Together Instagram campaign. Excuse me. That's hard to say. The Stronger Together IG campaign. Let's say it that way.
Yes.
And what it is we took over the Instagram streets. We tried to blast from as many strong women's feed as we could that we are stronger together, that we are not an island, that there is, yes, as women, we are powerful. We have our own unique gifts and talents that we are to show up with in this world and to make this world a better place. But really that if we link arms, if I link arms with Ida and Ida links arms with the next strong woman, that we are stronger together. And really when I started this, I had this vision of a net, of a fishing net. And when you live in, a place that they fish a lot and they have these humongous nets. And if you look at it, they all go in different directions, meaning my life may be going in a different direction than yours and yours going in a different direction than someone else's. But when we link arms and at that place of connection, that net becomes this mighty tool that can go out and be thrust out into the ocean, into the world and make a larger impact. And that's what Stronger Together was about. It was about connecting, being intentional about connecting with women from different states, from different nations, all over the world to say, you know what? There's something that we can do. We can connect our messages together. We can link our arms and be stronger together. And so it was a event that we had posts on Instagram, and we're actually going to be doing it again. So if you're interested, October 23rd through 27th is the next Stronger Together campaign.
Wow, that is awesome.
I love it. I love it. I love being in the presence of strong, powerful women. And I say a rising tide lifts all boats. If we are doing life together, there is room for all of us to be successful and for us all to have it all.
Excellent, excellent. I know coming into the entrepreneurial world as an introvert, I sometimes felt that, I don't have much to offer because I'm not the typical entrepreneur. You think that since you are the quieter type, you do not exert that power like, let's say, an A-type person. Mm-hmm. But quiet power is also necessary in this world. And I thank you for putting on that event.
You're welcome.
Okay. Another thing, LaKena, dealing with your passion, purpose, or some other aspect of your life. Mm-hmm. One of the things that I also would like the ladies here to get a feel for is times when we get stuck on our path, mm-hmm. and sometimes that takes us a while, but if we know one or two ways to deal with it when it happens, we can get out earlier. So could you tell me maybe one or two times that you actually got stuck and how you dealt with it to get yourself moving forward?
Absolutely. I want to kind of dispel this myth. The problem isn't getting stuck, because there's not a single person in this world who does not get stuck. The problem is remaining stuck. And so I've been in that place more than once. And it normally was because I got into my own head and started believing the negative noise that was, you can't do this. Who do you think you are? Mm-hmm. So this is my first really online business. I've had businesses that have been local and, brick and mortar type businesses. And when I started this journey on the online space, the noise of, what do you think you're doing? You are an educator. What do you know about starting an online business and, speaking to women, throughout the world? What are you doing? And I had really shut myself down. I kind of retreated and said, and start buying into that negative lie. And I started reading a great, phenomenal book. And it looks at about 15 different people who have had great success in their in entertainment and technology, things like that. And it was sharing some of their secret habits. And I have learned that people who are successful, they get stuck too. They just practice getting unstuck. They have a plan for when I get stuck, this is what I'm going to do. And so I said, I've got to come up with a plan. I need to find myself my own unstuck plan. So what I now do is I am not afraid to ask for help. I surround myself and I stay in communities of people who are in different levels of success than me. I want people who are going to be 3 and 4 steps ahead of me, but I also want to be in groups of people who are maybe 1 or 2 steps behind me, because we all bring something different to the table.
Yes.
So I would say when you get to that place where you're stuck, don't be ashamed to ask for help. Someone out there has done and had success at the same thing you're wanting to do. So ask for it. And then other times where I have found myself getting stuck is because I, again, think that I don't need help or I can do it all on my own. You can't. Oprah did not build the OWN network by herself. She had a team. So make sure that you have a team around you, that, you know, if you're married, that you've come up with a plan of, you know, I'm not always going to be able to do maybe the things I did a year ago because I've got these new commitments, and learning how it's not about balance, because I don't really think life balance exists. I think because you're always giving your time to something and not to something else. You have to really be structured and have a plan to say, this is how I'm going to go about doing this. And that's what's helped me. And then also staying, keeping my word to myself. So every day, taking a small step, even if it doesn't seem like it's much, but never giving up, saying, okay, this is where I'm going. That's the vision I have for myself. So daily, I've got to at least do something, no matter how small it is, it's going to take me and get me to that grand vision that I have for my life. So that's what helps me. Those are a few of my tricks.
That's awesome, because yeah, I think all the way back from, let's say, when we first started our education, the you as an educator might be able to attest to this. Like we are trained, or the educators are trained to teach us to work on our own, solve some problems for ourselves, and not so much the collaborative projects. You know, like lately now, like in college, you have the group projects, but very seldom in our earlier education were we trained to actually do stuff together. Do you think that might have an impact on what's going on with us now?
It does. And actually, things have improved in the education realm in the last 10 years, because they're understanding that you don't know what you don't know. And that's okay. It's okay that you don't know what you don't know, but someone can help you to learn that. And I loved working with my kids, because you can learn so much from just interacting with them. So the education model is shifting to where we are doing more collaborative work, because there's really nothing in life that you do on your own. I mean, if you look, I'm a Christian, in the biblical in Genesis, God created the world, and he was in a community, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. He gave Adam and Eve, a couple, the task to keep the garden. So if God says it's important that you do life in community, I don't understand why we don't get it. You know, so I'm happy that now I see the light.
Yeah, I never thought of it like that. You know, I mean, like right from the very beginning, it started in community. That's an awesome take. I appreciate that new look. Now, LaKena, before you go,
Okay.
I would like for you to give us 1 or 2 actionable steps. I know you've given us some. Even if you repeat what you've said, or give us a new one, give us something that we go to immediately, so that it will reduce our time in that place of, like, what I call stuckness.
I would say first tip is to find someone who can be your accountability partner. Find someone who you know they have had some success. It doesn't even have to be the success you want, but they help you watch them walk out a process and stay committed to it. Find someone who you can partner with and they can hold you accountable to what you want to get done. That's what I would say is number 1. Number 2, goes back to something that I think parents and educators have done a poor job to our kids, and thus now us adults, is to be creative and have an imagination, be fun. Don't get stuck in a rut. We often teach our kids not to be curious, to say, when they're young, they want to touch everything. And, yes, we don't want them to touch a hot stove and all of that, but we want them, they learn through curiosity. That is what this God-given wonder I want to know why. And we have kind of lost that as adults because life and parents and teachers have taught us that, no, don't do that. We want you to be safe. I tell women all the time, every week, do at least something that's out of the routine. Mm-hmm. If you don't want to get stuck, you have to take different action. So even if it is going outside and walking backwards up and down your street, because it just gives you a new perspective on life, and you can't be stuck if you're doing something new. So be silly. Do something out of the ordinary at least once a week. I say daily, but at least once a week. In the next 7 days, go do something that you normally wouldn't do.
Awesome. I love it. I'm definitely going to revisit this recording because you have so many great points. And ladies, I thank you so much for joining us. And LaKena, you've been an awesome guest, and your passion shows through. Thank you so much. But now, before you leave, let us know where can the ladies here follow up with you? Where can they find you online?
You can find me online at my website. That is shewillnotbemoved.com. But I'm also on Facebook under LaKena Dunham, and all social medias at LaKena Dunham. So I'd love for you to join in our Stronger Together IG campaign, and you can find me at LaKena Dunham.
Excellent, LaKena. So ladies, what I would have for you when you watch this video and rewatch, in the notes here, you're going to have all the contacts so that you can connect with LaKena and join the Stronger Together movement, where we as ladies can move forward individually and collectively, and so that our kids will follow in our stead. Exactly. Thank you so much again. This is Regena. Thank you for joining the August Rush Out event, and I will see you next time here on the Empowered Nurturers page. Blessings and good day.